Yeah.
And going to Drag Race, I went my first, let's go back. The first time I went to the gay 90s.
A very
With my
famous Minnesota club,
yes,
yeah.
with my first ex. Took me there, and I'd never been to a bar at all. Never been to the gay bar at all. So it was my first time going to the gay 90s, and I saw it, and it felt home. Like to see all these people and having a good time, and no one is judging nobody. Everybody's here to watch the drag show, and I saw the drag show, and I was like, bitch, what is this? Like, what is going on? And then he told me, he was like, oh, this is a drag show. And I was like, what does that mean? Never heard that word.
Right.
Like, what does that mean? He's like, oh, this is a man, you know, they dress like a woman and they perform. And I was like, and you know, you can see the light go on, and I'm like, bitch, hold on, wait a second. And I saw people tipping them, and I was like, okay, let me go tip them. So I tipped them, I became a friend with a couple of the queens. And girl, every weekend, you know what I was gonna be at?
Yes.
Gay 90s. And just became friends with a few of the queens.
And that tiptoed your way into doing drag yourself?
Absolutely, yeah. I just celebrated this year my 10th year anniversary at the gay 90s.
Wow.
I know, it doesn't feel like it that long, you know. But it is 10 years.
Now, when did you meet your drag mother, Miss Prada Diamond?
I met her at the gay 90s.
Uh-huh.
She been there, like, when I saw her the first time too, she was there at the gay 90s. And I just continued becoming friends with them, and she helped me. We became really close. We had a big fallout, then we became really close back in 2015. And that's when I became a diamond.
And what was your process with your drag mother? Like, how much, some drag mothers are standoffish and let you do your thing, some are very involved. What was yours like?
She is very involved. She is, she's very strict. Like, you know, especially when, you know, you're getting these people, you put it under your wing. You want to make sure they represent you good. And, you know, when you're known, you know, Prada Diamond's known back in Minnesota. And it was just like, I got to make sure I make her proud.
Did she get you into pageants?
Oh, my God. Pageants, I did my first pageant. It was a gay 90s. It was a Queen of Hearts in Minnesota at the gay 90s. It was my first pageant that I did. And she just pushed me. She's like, you know what? You have to push yourself. You have to, she's like, it's not always about winning. And pageants not always about winning. It's learning about yourself. There's no losing. You know, if you didn't get the crown, go home, study, come back, do it again. Girl, you know it's only one crown. And then you got 100 girls running for it. So you know, 99 of those bitches ain't gonna get the crown. Right. Only one is gonna get the crown. So I just studied and, you know, practiced what I need to work on and take back the critiques and not take to the heart like, oh, they're doing me wrong or they're saying this and this, whatever. No, always take it and learn from it.
Because you won some titles, Miss Gay 90s, Miss City of the Lakes, Miss Queen of Hearts, and Miss South Dakota Gay United States 2015.
And also Miss Twin Cities Gay Latina.
Oh, very nice.
Miss Toes of the Townhouse, Miss Mississippi Valley USA newcomer.
Okay.
So it's just a couple other pageants.
What's your favorite moment in a pageant? Like, what was your best memory?
I've done 3 national pageants. United States, US of A newcomer, and Continental. By far, Continental is where I belong.
What was your toughest time in pageants? Did you ever have a story where things went totally wrong?
When I had my stroke.
Oh,
that was
yes. And was that during a pageant?
Yeah, that was during a pageant.
So take me back to that
So
experience.
it was a Wisconsin pageant that I was doing it, and I was working 5 days at the bank, doing shows, 4 nights a week, and being on the road. Because I was on a no-flight list that time, so I had to like drive everywhere, which sucked. But my body was like, we're done. But I did not know. I was like, you know, getting sick here and there, but I didn't know my body was telling me like, girl, you about to shut down, stop. I did not know that. If I did, trust me, I would be like, okay, y'all, deuces, I'm gonna go home, stay home, take some time to myself, and, you know, let my body rest. Right. But I didn't. I did the pageant, And I felt it weird the whole time of the pageant. Continued doing the pageant. I got my placement on my way back home. Well, I had my stroke there on the way back home.
In the car?
Yes.
So you're driving, and what are you feeling, and what
I'm
happens?
driving, so I'm driving back because I had to work the next day.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I have to drive back after the pageant. Driving back home, and it was just like out of nowhere. I was just like, oh my God, I just cannot feel anything. This whole side just
Wow.
literally slowly like going down, like just stopping. So I had to get off the highway and pull over, waited, rested, drank water. I was like, oh, maybe I need some sugar or whatever. Got some chocolate, eat something. I was fine, so it wasn't really bad one. Then I came home, went and work, and
Wow.
had my second stroke.
Oh.
So that's the one that put me on a wheelchair, so I couldn't walk this time, and I had to stop working, no drag, take some time off, process. It took some time, but it was just like, it was really hard for me to like look in the mirror and see myself. I couldn't see myself anymore.
Yeah.
So I didn't want people to visit me. I stayed home. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I went off social media, and you know what? It wasn't my time. God said, you know what? I'm gonna give you another chance. But this time, you better take care of your body. You better take care of yourself. And that's what I'm doing right now. I don't stress myself out. People say all these things. I don't take that in me at all because it's not going to do anything for you. That's what people need to understand. Don't listen to social media. Don't listen to other people. Other people's opinions, not today. You don't need it. Literally, it will just drain you so down, so bad, that way you can hurt your body. And we don't know that. I learned that, like, you know what? Not to stress myself at all.
Yeah.
Like, just live life. Tomorrow's not promised. Take care of yourself. Enjoy life. Enjoy every moment. And tell everyone that you love them. Because you never know. You never know. So, yeah, I went off my wheelchair and got back on my feet and went back under the drag.
Now, don't just dash over that, sweetie, because first of all, coming out of that stressful situation, you're on the no-fly list.
Oh, God. Oh,
we
yeah.
heard about that on Drag Race, but that's just going to the airport is difficult for anyone,
Literally.
let alone a young queen trying to make it and then being put on the no-fly list because of your name.
Yes. And then, so I had to go change my full name.
No.
Yeah, I changed my whole full name, went to court, changed my whole name. So I can be that off, like, that list because I was like, you know what, girl?
Wow.
I can't be driving no more. I need to fly.
Yeah.
So
And that did it? Like when the name changed, it was
my
no
God.
longer a problem?
Yes.
It really goes to show you the fucked
I
up
didn't
shit
get
that's
pulled
going on in
over.
our world right now.
I didn't get pulled over. I was literally like, wow.
Wow.
By changing your name can do a lot of things. Girl, I went to the airport the first time thinking like, okay, they're gonna pull me to the side and they're gonna be like asking me a ton of questions, like what am I doing, where am I going, you know, you on this list or whatever. Nope, the lady looked at my passport and she said, thank you, having a nice flight. And I said, and she said, is everything okay? And I was like, absolutely. God
Wow.
bless you. Because that was a weight on my shoulder.
Oh my God.
I literally had tears in my eye. And I was like, okay, I don't want to cry. Now she's going to think something is wrong.
Right,
So I'm just going to hold it
so
back,
stressful.
go through TSA, and go to the bathroom, and lock myself in the toilet, and just ball down there and just process the whole thing. It was amazing.
Wow.
It was the best feeling. I was like, oh my God.
And
I can fly, you guys.
That's gotta have been a huge weight lifted.
Oh,
So you had that situation, then you had the stroke. How does one find the inner strength to not only recover from a stroke, but then while you're still working full time at the bank,
Honey.
get your ass back into heels,
Yes.
back on the stage? You must have been a lot of fear that you couldn't do it anymore or that something was going to change.
Mm-hmm.
You'd been keeping it a secret from everybody. Tell me about that journey.
It was, you know, every time I remember and my grandmother like telling me, you know what, you're gonna have a lot of bumps. Get up, keep going, don't stop. You know, life is gonna be hard sometimes, but don't ever give up. And I had to do that. I had to listen. Those words was keep playing in my head. Don't give up, get up, dust yourself off, and keep doing it.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And I was like, you know what? If people wants to be like, oh, she was hiding and people were making fun of me. They were like, oh, she had a fucked up Botox done and look at her.
Oh
people were
God.
making fun of me. And I just did not listen to that because I just went through some crazy stuff. But me listening to that is just going to put me back to that situation. So I'm just going to take that, wrap it up, change to a positive. They're not paying my bill. I'm the one who's paying my bill. So whatever they have to say today, that's fine, girl. You're the one who's catching the bus while I'm driving my Mercedes.
Yes, I love that.
I'm not worried about you.
I just got to say, that's just so admirable that you were able to take yourself out of such a dark circumstance and get yourself on Drag Race, honey.
Oh, my God, yeah. And getting into Drag Race, it was a big decision I had to make.
Uh-huh.
You know,
you're basically going public.
Yes. And some of my family knew, you know, and then this time it's like, if I go on Drag Race, how's the world gonna look at me? Being the first Muslim, you know, and the people study different, you know, and they say, oh, the Quran doesn't say that you can be a gay or you can be, no, the Quran did not say that, honey. The Quran said, follow your heart, you know, and this is something you're born with. And a lot of people think like, oh, you wake up, you're like, oh my God, I am gay today.
Right.
Girl, what you drinking? What are you eating? What are you smoking? Girl, that doesn't happen. It doesn't happen like that. This is something that a lot of people never talked about before. But now the whole new generation, parents talking to their kids, is I wish I had that, you know. But it's never too late. Now we're just showing other parents to be like, to welcome their kids, talk to their kids, no matter what they are, accept them as who they are. Because, girl, you carry that baby for 9 months and you're going to disown them? No, ma'am, we're not doing that. But it's been an amazing journey. And I'm so proud to say that I'm the first Muslim to be on Drag Race.
Hello, children. To see part 3 of this interview, click here. To see more Hey Qween fabulousness, click here. And don't forget to subscribe, bitch! Hey! Hey! Hey!